Speaking of making money, the National Rifle Association makes a ton of money. They bring in a huge amount through their donors. Wayne LaPierre is the head of the National Rifle Association. There he was on Meet the Press with David Gregory. David Gregory had the audacity, the unmitigated gall to actually show him, hey, here's a 30-bullet magazine, and wouldn't we be able to cut down on the violence if we got rid of these? Well, so I guess some people at the NRA gun advocates said, wait a second, it's illegal to have these in D.C. They got the D.C. police investigated. Turns out that perhaps somebody at NBC made a mistake. What do you make of the whole situation with David Gregory and the ability of the NRA and gun advocates to move the focus away from issues like gun control and to whether or not the media is playing by two different standards?
They are. I mean, let's just say what David Gregory did was stupid, particularly if what I read is correct, and they asked for permission. It's illegal. He shouldn't have done it. And I think I heard you talking right before I came on. Of course he should apologize for it and move beyond it because it's silly. At the same time, when I see the NRA, oh my God, he pulled out that magazine, the same one that we make all our, the leadership makes all our blood money off of, that gives Wayne LaPierre his $1.3 million a year when things happen like in Newtown and Webster, New York. I mean, that they're so shocked and horrified. It reminds me of the Fast and Furious situation. It's not guns that kill people, it's people that kill people, except for those guns that the ATF sent across the border. Then it's about the guns. It just shows what hypocrites they are. They'll use whatever, they're about states' rights when that helps them, but then if they can force all states to have concealed carry, they'll do that federally. There's no real principles there. It's all about whatever works best for them and however they can change the conversation, which is obviously what they're trying to do here and put it onto David Gregory. But I can tell you there's a whole lot of us, and I know you're included, that aren't going to let them do that. Not this time.
Yeah, and that's why it's so, I think, incumbent on NBC to apologize and move on so we can get back to the issues that really matter. One other issue, Cliff, we talked last week, great conversation about the National Review Online. The National Review, which is sort of a conservative intellectual publication, and they published a column by somebody who claimed that feminizing contributed to the carnage in Newtown because there were too many women around, as if the women didn't respond as well as men would have. Jonah Goldberg claimed, well, he didn't know anything about this, and he wrote and disagreed with this. We didn't hear anything from Rich Lowry, who happens to be the managing editor and editor-in-chief who approves these things. So clearly, it seems like National Review is standing by this, and they're claiming, oh, well, we have a diverse group of ideas. Well, I think it's fine to have a diverse group of ideas, but when you're talking about crazy ideas, that's where I feel like we should be drawing the line.
Well, I do too. I know. I saw that little Twitter flare-up. It was funny. I was offline. I came back on, and I missed a lot of the fun there with you and Jonah. Yeah, it's interesting. Rich Lowry won't answer. I guess this is what they do. His name's not coming to me, but they had the outwardly racist statement made by, help me out, David, I can't think of his name, who they fired a few months ago, Derbyshire. Who was the one who wrote this just racist screed, and finally had to fire a guy who'd been making racist comments in his columns for years, because I guess that's a diversity of opinion. But when it's a magazine that was founded on the tenets of segregation and McCarthyism, I suppose diversity of opinion is very popular there, no matter if that opinion is from 1850 or 1750. So I guess it is diversity of opinion. It's sexist, it's condescending, it's obnoxious, and frankly stupid and not borne out by the facts. But hey, it's diversity. So we'll give that to the National Review.
Cliff Schechter, you are the man, my friend. Cliff, have a great New Year's. Happy holidays. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Take Action News, and we'll be talking with you a lot in 2013.
I look forward to it. Thanks for having me on, buddy. Great show.
Cliff Schechter, always looking snappy, what a handsome man. For everybody who's listening to us on the radio, join us on Take Action News TV, the YouTube channel, so you can see Cliff Schechter in the flesh. Take Action News continues after this.